Gospel Central Online Radio presents Wake Up Lost Tribe Study Hall, affirming that Christ never takes revelation out, with your hosts, Elder Caleb and Prophetess Yashika, teaching the good news to all who are awake and pressing to live a kingdom lifestyle, worshiping the Most High God, Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya. We understand that the highest form of worship is studying. Prepare your heart, Bible, and spirit to be blessed from on high this Sabbath as we now enter praise and worship, immediately followed by this Sabbath study called teaching.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Been fighting these demons, facing these curses on me. Oh, nobody knows the heartache I feel. Can't make it through the day. Father, please take my hand, help me heal. Nobody knows the trouble I see. How my whole world was stolen from me. Survival of the fit, try to keep my feet there will stand. But see what I see. Walk in my shoes, take my hand. Nobody knows, nobody knows. Trouble I see, trouble I see.
Nobody knows all the trouble I see. Not a place to lay my head for my mother and me. It's a hard knock life in the streets of Queens. Pops bailed instead of trying to raise me. It didn't take long at all for a brother to see that the world's cold, minus 180 degrees. It'll leave you so broken, down to your knees. Rivers of tears flow, gotta wipe with a sleeve. But it's survival of the fittest, and no matter how hard it gets, you just can't quit this. Cause mama said to be days like this, to be days like this, to be days. Stuck working out in 5 minimum wage. Got 2 kids and gone away. And the only way to make it through is keeping the faith that you can't lose. It's walking my shoes, take my hand. Let me borrow nights off your record. We don't just do it, we just do it. Let me take y'all on a tour real quick. In this place where I come from called Babylon. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Follow me, take a tour through the streets of Sodom and Egypt. Lace up your sneakers, hope you can keep up. Watch your back with them stick-up kids in black hoodies in your front for them boys in blue and commute. Uh-oh, that's 5-0 coming around the block. They always harassing me. Man, the drama never stops on a day-to-day basis. This is all I've ever seen. Drive-bys, drug abuse, prostitution, robbery, poverty. We inherited relatives, really parented. Mother working 2 or 3 jobs to make our ends meet. Open the Bible, it was written in Deuteronomy. Knowledge increase, tell them demons ain't no stopping me. The University of Adversities where I got my first degree. Master the struggle, got a doctorate in the doctrine of Christ. Man, they can walk in my shoes, take my hand. Nobody knows my soul. Growing up, I was subject to 54 specific verses. It's just me against the world. I was under the curse. It's the tabernacle of Eden versus the world without me. My brothers started around the corner. They got cold. Living the beats all lady 3 and 3 when the Confederacy began. Forefathers got full. Forgot to pay a higher mention. He deserve all our attention. This is where the plot begins. I'm the fool up on the corner. Time to come up on the chicken. Time to chicken. You ain't never bleed. You like the trouble, man. Why we cheating on the heights?
praise is due to the Most High God, Ahaya Eshahaya, Bahashim Yeshaya, Ruhu Ra. I am Elder Caleb, and I have with me Prophet Yashika on this wonderful, wonderful Sabbath. How are you, Prophet?
I am excellent, Elder Shalom.
Shalom. All praise is due to the Most High God, brothers and sisters. Look, we want to welcome you all to another great teaching today. This is Wake Up Lost Tribe Study Hall, Gospel Central Online Radio. Now, you can follow us at Spreaker.com. The Prophets and I, we do post this recording at Spreaker.com. And that's SPREAKER.com. Okay? And that's Gospel Central Online Radio. Now, we have it, we got to spell it GOSPELCENTRO. No E in Central, right?
Central are acronyms for Christ never takes revelation out. And the revelation that we're preaching and we're spreading across the world is the wake up to Ahaya Ashahaya.
Bahashim Yeshaya, Ruhu Ra. That is correct. It is the prophecy being fulfilled today.
Absolutely.
Okay? So, yep. Follow us at Wake Up Lost Tribe Study Hall, brothers and sisters.
Awesome.
We're going to open up with the Shema. That's in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 4. And we're going to go to the Lord's Prayer. All right? Shema Yasharala Ahaya.
Shema Yasharala Ahaya.
Alahaya Nawa.
Alahaya Nawa.
Ahaya Akkad.
Ahaya Akkad.
Shema Yasharala Ahaya.
Shema Yasharala Ahaya.
Alahaya Nawa.
Alahaya Nawa.
Ahaya Akkad.
Ahaya Akkad.
Shema Yasharala Ahaya.
Shema Yasharala Ahaya.
Alahaya Nawa.
Alahaya Nawa.
Ahaya Akkad.
Ahaya Akkad.
Hear, O Israel.
Hear, O Israel.
The Lord our God.
The Lord our God.
The Lord is one.
The Lord is one.
Our Father.
Our Father.
Who art in heaven.
Who art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Ahaya Eshahaya.
Ahaya Ashahaya.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
On earth.
On earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us of our debts.
And forgive us of our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not.
Into temptation.
Into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
The power.
The power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
And ever.
And ever.
Amen.
Amen.
All right. All praise due to the Most High. Hey, you know what? Today's title. What's today's title?
Fathers of the Nations.
Fathers of the Nations. And we're talking about the nation of Israel.
Right. So that would mean that there are 12 of them, right?
There's 12, right? There are
Right.
12. According to the 12 tribe chart of Israel, the first brother, what was his name?
His name is Reuben. And it's also according to, we see them in the beginning in the 12 tribes, Genesis, but we also see them recognized, which lets you know that the Most High has a consistent mindset. We have 12 gates.
12
and
gates?
each of the 12 gates have the 12 fathers that we will be reviewing.
Hey, around the throne of Christ, brothers and sisters, there's 24 elders, right? 12 of those, I believe, is the forefathers of the nations, the 12 tribes. The fathers of the 12 tribes, okay? And then, we have 12 disciples too. So I'm just throwing that out there. We're throwing that out there. But look, with the teaching here, with the wake up here, we use, of course, the King James Version Bible. We use our forefather records, the original records, the Apocrypha. We use also the book of Jasher, the book of Jubilees, and the book of Enoch.
Absolutely.
But that's not all that we have, brothers and sisters, because we also have the Pseudeographica. Prophets, what is that?
The Pseudeographa, I guess that's how you say it. It's spelled Pseudeupigrapha.
And who was the author of this?
And most of our authentic books are edited and written by or introduced by R.H. Charles.
R.H. Charles.
He's also the one who's on the what else? The
book of Enoch, the book of Jasher. Yes. So we recommend that. Brothers, for the next 12 Sabbaths, the next 12 Saturdays, we will be going over the 12 patriarchs, okay, in the Pseudeographica. If you don't have the Pseudeographica, you can pull this up online as well.
And again, with the same spelling that I gave you, just look up Pseudeographica Grapha, and it will pull up a PDF or actually a live file. Quite a few books in there, quite a few rich books that support and would really answer a lot of the questions and things that we just didn't know that we needed to know.
That we needed to know to expound more on the Bible itself.
Yeah.
For our edification. This is our records, brothers and sisters. Look, let's go into the Bible first to Hosea 4 and 6. And everyone knows this. But because of the wake up, it has a different meaning to us. And we want to expound on this. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, prophets. Now, the Hebrews are a Hebraic people. Okay? We were Hebraic. Our language was Hebrew. All right? So, in our teachings, we're learning who we are as the heritage of the people. We're learning our language, our culture, and the things that the Most High have us to do as a nation of people. We spoke Hebrew. We're learning that now. We're returning back to that. That's prophecy being fulfilled, brothers and sisters. Look, what does it say here, prophets? Where you at?
Hosea chapter 4, beginning of verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
The Most High said his people. So that means that's ownership. He put ownership on certain people. His people what?
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me.
No priest to me, right?
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy Most High God, thy power, I will also forget thy children.
What? Do you know what the Most High just said here? He rejected us because we forgot what, prophets?
Thou hast forgotten the law of thy power.
Is that what a reality is going on in the churches today?
It's a reality going on in the churches, but if you really think about this and someone was to read this today, dealing with knowledge, because we think we are so advanced because we have this thing called the internet, Google, and you know our children think that they know everything because they can push a button, push a word in, and get the definition. So who would really think that this was applicable to us? But at the end of this, it tells you what knowledge he's talking about. He's not talking about this little worldly knowledge, what you know about being a transvestite,
what is it,
you know, or something like that. He says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. But what kind of knowledge? You go on. Because thou hast rejected knowledge. What type of knowledge have you rejected? I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. That's a clue. The knowledge of that would set you up to be a priest to him, you have obviously rejected. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law. The law is the knowledge that you have rejected. And that is why you're being destroyed, because you lack that knowledge.
Brothers and sisters, when the Most High gave our forefather Moses the commandments, right? He said, tell these people this and this and that. Tell these people to keep the commandments. He told them in Deuteronomy 28 what's going to happen to them if they didn't. Okay? If you didn't keep these commandments, if you went off and started serving strange gods, there was a dire warning to his people.
Yes.
Hosea just going back on and showing it to us up in our face. This is what's going to happen. Our people went off. But look, it's been told from the beginning. It's going to be told back to the end when Christ come back. We're going to go back and follow our Most High God. We're going to keep His commandments.
I was just thinking about something, Elder, not to deter you, but I was just thinking about, you know, when your mom would call you from outside playing, or if you would hear her, or you knew you might be in trouble and she called your name. A lot of times she called her your full name or whatever. Or she has to tell you something. Somebody said, hey, I said take the garbage out. By the time
you know it's something when she saw your first and last name.
The first time, first and last name. But if she said, so for instance, wash the dishes.
Right.
And